episode 8, Gameplay Loop Podcast. How we feeling?
Pretty good.
I feel good right now. Yourself, G?
I'm doing okay. I mean, I've been busy all day. I mean, this whole week, actually. I mean, not really the whole week, but all day especially. I had a pretty easy week. But today, I would say is the busiest out of the whole week. But I'm really excited about today. We got Andrew back.
What up?
This is your second time, Andrew.
Yep.
You know, we always but we love having you on here. It's always a great time. It's just because, you know, you're a smart dude, you're a funny guy. I mean, I fucking love you. Like I said, every time I worked in your department, I'm just like, dude, you're just making everything better.
Dude,
like
that was all the good old days, man.
I was feeling down, and I'm just like, oh, Andrew's here. I fucking love this guy. We're gonna get shit done. It's gonna be a good day, fellas. And it was a Friday, and it was payday. Shit.
Well, that's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that.
I think, like, dude, I'm that kind of person. I have to spread positivity. I have to tell you stuff how I'm feeling. Like I always say to Manny, he's like, Manny, I appreciate you.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that was for, I mean, I think at Lowe's, I definitely had a bunch of people that I was like, oh man, I hope this person's working today, or I hope that person's working today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was always there, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but that's not always you, because I think you were full-time.
I don't know. Yeah, I was full-time, so
Okay.
you like that bullshit, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, so like I said, it's just that department just give me PTSD, especially when you're not there, because I'm just like, fuck, if Andrew's not here, nothing's gonna get done.
I gotta go. Oh, Andrew's not working.
I'm sick.
It's like the SpongeBob. Andrew's out here. All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Head out.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
So anyway, guys, just really quick, what's everyone been playing?
I've just been playing. You know what I've been playing?
Oh, I
Ghost
know.
Legends.
We were playing Ghost of Tsushima. Me and my incompetence.
Yeah, you're dude. That's the ledge. That's the silver ledge. Once you jump onto that, dude, you're gold instantly.
Hey, I mean, I wanted to send you a message, be like, hey man, I'm really sorry. I'm actually really trying here. I get nervous on the first. I get nervous on the first date, you know. I don't know if you got to that part, Manny, where it's that part where somebody has to be the sun and the moon, like they have to absorb the thing, or I don't know if
I'm not at that part yet. I've been playing with my brother lately.
Shit. Okay.
There's an old boy. From what you're telling me, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's not like it's like hard. It's just if you don't time it.
Yeah, it's just like certain platforms you can only jump on if you're like holding a certain type of color.
Yeah, so there's this like little totem. Like it's a sun emblem and a moon emblem. If you get like the certain one, somebody has to jump to that platform and then it'll appear. So if you're a sun, and if you try to land on moon, you're just gonna keep falling to your death.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so once you and me, when I help you out, Manny, when we play, I'm gonna show you, because because this is the part of the game, especially when you play on silver, which is like the higher difficulty, where you need communication, or at least someone, if you're playing with like a BK Randy, that someone needs to know what they're doing. Like you need to like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
like, you know, if you don't have a mic, you need to like point the direction. Okay, we're doing this. You have to tell them, hey, come over here. Let's go over here. Say,
Okay.
hey, I need your help.
So then I'll just play with you or Hector then.
Yes. So Hector has it too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, we can hop on with him, and I could show you guys the ins and outs. And since, well, oh shit, story is only 2-player. Fuck. So never mind. It's only 2-player for the story.
Okay. No, that's fine. We know that.
Yeah, but the survival is 4-player. But the raid, do you know the raid, Andrew?
I don't know.
Is it
I'd say
4
it's
people?
probably gonna be. I would imagine it's 4 people. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know if it's like waves, if it's like a strategy, if they're gonna add new types of like character or mobs and stuff. Like I just don't know. I haven't read anything about it.
Me neither, because I heard about the raid. I just didn't know what day or when did it come out, and I'm super excited about it.
I mean, what they said is it's gonna be like super brutal. Like
Really?
like it's gonna be really fucking hard. Like compared to
Fuck,
Nightmare,
man.
they said it's gonna even be harder. So
Because
shit.
I literally just hit 75, which is the gold rank, or not the rank, the like.
so you can queue for the gold. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the privilege to play gold levels. Because for a while I was in bronze, but now that with this week I had that I was able to breathe for once, I could play a little bit, and I finally hit gold. It was a lot of fun, to be honest with you. Played survival, but mostly story with like other people. But luckily, especially when you matchmake on silver, luckily there's always people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, most of my teammates, like if I like match make story on any mode, it's always they're pretty competent.
But in bronze, it's like good luck.
Oh yeah,
This
you
is
better,
their first time playing.
Yeah, you better know what you're doing because they don't fucking care.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, when they announced it, I was like pretty pumped for it. I was like, damn, Ghost of Tsushima's a pretty good game, single player wise. But multiplayer, it's like, I'm like super interested. And now that I finally played it, I'm like, damn, like this is awesome.
It
Yeah.
is.
There's
Like-
a lot of end game to it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like like the mods. Like I was been like basically you get to the point where like you're just trying to like get the perfect stats on your gear, so you just keep like re-rolling it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ooh,
it's got
yeah.
kind of like an RPG element. To
Yeah,
it.
rerolling gives me anxiety because sometimes I have this the healing. I don't know how to say it, the healing goad, the goad.
Yeah.
So I have this perk where it gives me. So it says regenerate 25% health,
Yeah.
and then there's a perk that says regenerate 50% more. So I get like a shitload of health if I heal.
Yeah.
And I like
That's
to
pretty cool.
I like to keep that, right? Because it helped me out so many times. And then
Yeah.
when I get something better, I have to re-roll to get the other one. So I have to give up a couple resources, and sometimes I don't have a lot of it, so I don't want to like risk it. But I've gotten lucky, and I've gotten that perk back. But I want to keep it and just re-roll to the high level.
Yeah, I think it's good to like wait until you start getting like a 100 plus gear to start re-rolling.
Right.
Because I honestly, that's what I was doing. Like I was re-rolling a bunch of gear, and I feel like I wasted a bunch of resources because I like
Right.
re-roll a piece of gear and then like play twice, and I'd be like, oh fuck, this is way better.
And I do like that rare does have a chance to be becoming epic, but it's not
Yeah.
a high chance. But the
I
chance
think
is
it's
there.
like I thought it was like 50-50. It's pretty good.
On my end, it says like a rare is like 60, and then the other is like an epic is like the other remaining percent. Like,
Huh.
look,
I don't know.
I
Maybe
have
it depends on the levels.
Yeah,
'cause
right.
Epics will always re-roll epics.
right, but I have gotten an epic out of a rare, so it is possible. And that's with the healing goad or the healing goud. Yeah.
And so the other thing is like for 105 gear, like if you want to get 110 gear, like the only way is to either do Nightmare or every time you re-roll an item, it goes up one level. So like if you roll a 105, it goes to 106. If you roll a 106, it goes to 107.
Shit, man.
So you get to 110. So
I can't wait. I want to play that raid, but I'm nowhere near ready.
dude, I'm scared of it. I gotta watch a video, see what happens.
Yeah,
Like, how long is this? Is this gonna take me like 5 hours? Like, do I have to,
because like,
commit the whole day, take off work?
aren't raids famous for being like super long? Like they take shit.
Long.
Oh, boy.
Well, you know what I was
gone.
about to.
Hold up,
Oh.
Manny. Andy's gone. Let me pause it really quick.
Alright.
Oh, there he is.
I got disconnected again.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I was like, it's all good, man. What's cool about the app is that you can like pause it and it'll like resume where we left off.
Yeah, I just reset. I
Yeah,
just
no,
refreshed it.
It's all good, man. What were you saying, Manny?
I was going to say something, but that was going to sound very dirty in regards to the raid.
Oh,
I want to say as long as no,
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 don't you
no.
dare.
I said no.
Don't
Pause.
do it.
Pause.
No, it's just I keep hearing about raids of like Destiny and people taking like 5-6 hours to do it, and I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah,
are
I used to play
raids that
WoW all
long?
the time. Yeah, I used to play. You'd have to commit the whole night. Basically, like you'd have like a time limit. Like we'd be like
Fuck,
raiding
I thought raids.
7 to 12.
I
or
thought they
7
were
to
like
11.
30-minute missions or something. I don't know.
Nah,
No.
dog.
No.
Bro, dude,
I
Nightmare Survival takes like an hour and a half. I did it today. I was like, oh my god.
Fuck, man. I was getting really excited. I thought it was gonna be like survival. It'll be like a quick 30-minute, 45-minute thing or whatever.
No,
Shit.
Gold Survival, honestly, even that's my only downside with the game is like so survival and story, especially when you get to the higher difficulties. Like Gold Survival takes like an hour, like at least. But a story mission on Gold usually takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah, because
depending on how competent your teammate is.
right, because
so.
like on Silver, I'm averaging 15 minutes.
So and then you get the same amount of gear and the same type of gear.
Right.
So
But I
like, the
lo-
only difference is a little bit more honor.
Right, because I've been looking, been getting good stuff, but stuff that I don't want, and then the stuff I don't want, I usually just re-roll into a stronger key level.
Yeah, exactly.
like I said, I
I
wanna
like
keep-
survival.
Yeah, I
It's
like
fun.
survival too. It's just like I said, the only gripe is having competent people.
Yeah,
Because I one time played Silver, and I'm like, my teammates are a bunch of monkeys. What are we doing?
yeah.
Like, what
and then
the
yeah,
hell?
and then you get halfway through it, and then you guys. and you
we
basically
were
just lose.
one time we were around halfway. I would say like round 11 out of like 20. And I'm just like, okay, guys, we got this. And like, no, everyone dies, and I was the only one alive, and I'm like, this isn't good. Yeah,
It's
but
not good.
when I played yesterday, nobody like died. Nobody respawned. Everyone was competent. Everyone was healing each other. We had,
Yeah,
like
I think
said,
the higher rank you get, the people get more competent.
Yeah,
'cause
like
they've been playing the game more.
we had 2 Ronins. I was an assassin. I think the other guy was. I don't know what the other guy was. I think he was a samurai.
Yeah, Samurai's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the first one I unlocked, but I don't know. Something about the assassin just draws to me. I think to me he has the better looking like gear.
Yeah, I literally just like the cosmetics. That's why I picked assassin.
Except
the
bald bird, that one creeps me out.
Yeah, I don't like him.
And I'm just like, yeah, they got the coolest gear, but like the bald bird helmet, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? But like all the foxes and all the demon masks, I'm just like, dude, I'm all over this one. What have you been playing, Manny?
Let's see, this week, surprise, for some reason I started playing Diablo 3.
Oh, okay.
Yo, there it is. It's on sale, right?
No,
Yes, I think it is actually on PS4.
Yeah, because I had bought it when it was on sale before for like $10.
Oh,
It's the one that has like the Necromancer. So I went to go try it out, and holy shit, that class is fun.
Yeah, I like Diablo 3. I used to play it a bunch on PC, like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was like my main game.
Yeah, I low-key forgot how addicting that game is too.
I never played it on console, but I heard it plays really well.
Yeah, it does. I heard
It
about
does.
that.
On PS4, it plays very well. I was pleasantly surprised. I was skeptical because I know Blizzard. I tend to get a bit worried when I hear that PC games are ported into systems.
Yeah.
But when I bought Diablo 3, I was like, okay, I like this.
But I think Blizzard, when they put their games on console, I think they end up pretty good, right? I mean, I don't remember a bad game,
I'm trying to think of like some other ports, like Overwatch is fine.
Right, yeah, Overwatch is fine. That's the main version I play is
Destiny,
the PS4.
I guess, is kind of, I mean, it's on the thing.
Right.
Activision, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
like
only a Blizzard game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Destiny on PC is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a matter of optimization. You have the time and the budget for it. That's all it is.
Yeah, what's that game? Path of Exile is really popular on PC, but I was like almost gonna get into it because it's free to play on PS4. But I was just reading like it's just the end game's unplayable because like it always crash, like it's just really buggy. So PS4 is just not optimized on PS4.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what game that was on PC that did not work at all on console, and the one game I keep thinking about is Crysis.
I'm gonna give you a game that you guys probably never played or remember. Is StarCraft went to 64, and I remember buying that, and it played like shit, like an RTS with a controller, an N64 controller.
That's not gonna work.
So bad.
No, that sounds bad.
That's like already a handicap. The N64. How the hell do you make that work? That's like not
it was
enough
like a big deal
room to work with.
They called it StarCraft 64. I remember it was like this big deal port, and then me and my buddy bought it, and we're like, why are we doing this? Why don't we just get on my computer?
I've heard about it, but I never seen it, and I don't think I want to see it. I'm like, StarCraft is a game you just don't put on consoles. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. I I remember when they put Resident Evil 2 on N64, and I heard good things about it.
Yeah, I guess I never played. I don't think I ever played a Resident Evil game on 64.
I think Resident Evil 2 is the only one, if I recall correctly. And I heard the reason why a lot of people like it is because they of the analog stick.
Yeah.
Because it's the tank controls on the PlayStation, so it's like using the D-pad.
It's way worse than the control. With
and I heard that N64, like the game on N64, is pretty tolerable, and it's actually kind of competent. Like it actually has cutscenes, but they're hella compressed though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's one thing that I remember about games that shouldn't be on the N64. And you said StarCraft, I said Resident Evil 2, but it works at the same time. I can't really.
I was playing Dad, then I played a bit of Genshin.
I never went back to it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that game. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just like following the story. But me and my buddy wanted to play, but you can't play until like you're higher level or something.
Yeah, that's like that's like the main reason I'm not playing it too much. I don't know, okay, that's kind of stupid, but whatever. I mean, it is free to play,
right.
So.
I was kind of hoping.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks amazing actually for what it is, but I was kind of disappointed about that. It's like, you have to like grind for a bit to like play with people, because I was hoping to play with Manny right away, because I'm just like, Manny, I mean, I don't like, this is the kind of game I would like to get lost in with like another buddy, but I have to like grind my ass off. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
get like 14 or something, and me and my buddy are already 6, and we'd only played for like 2 hours, and I'm
Right.
like, all right, let's do it. And then I
Yeah.
asked him today, I was like, what level are you? He's like, I'm 7. He's like, I'm like, all right, we're never playing together.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not against playing it again. It's just you need time. That's
Yeah.
the deal with it. But the comparisons with Breath of the Wild, they're just uncanny.
I mean,
Like-
it looks great. I mean, like, I think it's a PS5 game too, because like sometimes I'll play it and like
Mhm.
I remember I was getting like frame drops, like I'd be
Right.
like going to a dungeon. I'm like,
Right,
oh my
yeah.
God.
I mean, I'm sure the game will work just fine on PS5. It'll probably even run better. Yeah, because on PS4 it's kind of like jank.
Yeah.
I don't.
I heard every game that comes out now is like supposedly what's supposed to happen. Like if you release a Sony like a PS4 title, after a certain point, it has to be optimized to play.
Yeah,
on
they
PS5 or
actually
something.
it was back in like it was right before Last of Us 2 came out. Sony put out a mandate that all PS4 games after like July 17th, they all need to work on PS5. They need to be backwards compatible.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Oh,
they,
damn.
yeah,
Okay.
so like, and I think they made a special exception. And yeah, Last of Us 2 is on that list, even though it's before the mandate. Last of Us 2 will be backwards compatible.
Well,
Yeah.
it's probably because
I'm sure all the
Last
bigger
of
games
Us
would
2.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like big games would probably.
Because since we were talking about Ghost of Tsushima, they said that Ghost of Tsushima has I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but I read an article that Ghost of Tsushima can do 60 FPS on PS5.
Yeah, they said 4K 60.
Really? Wow.
Supposedly.
Because
Yeah.
I saw Ghost of Tsushima 60 FPS on PS5. Is that a dream or is that a confirmation? Because I would love to do New Game Plus, and I know.
Oh yeah, on a PS5 that'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, because now it gives you like more stuff to do on New Game Plus. Like it gives you like more costumes to unlock and shit.
Yeah, I started one. I just didn't really like. I don't know. I just
Right.
didn't really want to replay the story right away.
Right. I just wanted to play the multiplayer because
Yeah.
it's just so good. And now it has new life on PS5 that you could play it on. Sorry. I'm just
Oh
getting
yeah,
a
it'll
phone
probably
call.
like go on sale. It'll probably go on sale at some
Yeah.
point, and people will buy it up.
Speaking of on sale, because a lot of games I see that Best Buy is already doing like Black Friday now.
Yep.
And I saw that a couple games like Borderlands 3 are like $10, and I'm just like, if you think about it, that's like the cheapest PS5 game because Borderlands 3 is getting a next gen upgrade.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think that's
free.
I was thinking about that. I was looking for games that are like cheap,
Mm-hmm.
but I know will have a free upgrade attached to them. So I was like,
if you
why
want,
not?
Andrew, Borderlands 3 it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's as good as Borderlands 2, but I mean, I had fun with it with Manny.
Yeah, and that was fun.
Me and him played. We beat the game, and I thought it was good. Like I didn't have any problems. Maybe the writing's kind of like, it's no Borderlands 2, but it'll work.
But it's got like a PS5 upgrade, basically.
Yeah, like if you have the PS4 version, the PS5 version, it's gonna be free.
Cool.
And I saw it
That's
for
what I
like
was looking for.
it's like
I mean,
$10.
for $10, I'll buy any
Yeah.
game and try it out, whatever. Except
there's
for
a
like Mass Effect or something. I don't know.
Could you imagine like if BioWare goes out their way and says, "Hey, Mass Effect Andromeda's gonna be backwards compatible on PS5."
What? Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody
Bye.
gives a shit.
Dude, no, that game was like $2.99 at Gamestop, and my buddy asked if he should buy it, and I was like, dude, hell no.
No.
Do not buy
Hey,
that.
no.
Don't bother.
Don't.
No.
Don't bother.
I was hoping they were doing a remaster. Like, they keep hearing about that for the original.
Oh, the trilogy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the trilogy remaster. I don't know.
They're
Now
doing like a
now
PS5
that's a Mass
remaster.
Effect.
I would pay for that. That's something
Yeah.
I want to play.
Yeah, if they do like like how they did Shadow of the Colossus, like from the ground up remake, like make it look
Yep.
pretty. I'm down. Even though I never played
Yeah.
Mass Effect and I'm not a big fan of that series, but I do like that other people like it. It's like, hey, that's your thing, cool. But it's a game that a lot of people tell me, yeah, you should play if you're into RPGs. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't
The
know.
first one is really dated. Is the
Yeah, I played the
Yeah,
first
it-
one
it's-
years
the first one-
ago, and I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
the
first-
systems are so bad in it. Like,
Mhm.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
the first one it has not aged well because I was trying to
No,
play it the
you-
other way. I
that's-
said no, I can't do this.
Dude,
So
every time you just land on a
yeah.
barren planet and you're just driving that thing around in a circle until you find that one building and you're like, all right, we're going in here.
Yeah,
So
Just like every other building.
It's like in the case of in the Mafia remake, they remade that game from the ground up.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
game is
think
so
they would need to
dated
do.
For
They
Mass
would need
Effect
to do
1.
that for at least the first Mass Effect.
Right.
They'd have to like rebuild the systems.
Because would you say 2 and 3 are still competent to play? Like they're
Yeah,
still
I
really
would play.
good.
They're playable. I think
Okay.
the upgrade from 1 and 2 is like so crazy good that like
Mhm.
they'd have to like at least make them play like the second and third one, I think.
Because like I played Mass Effect 1, like I said, years ago, and I'm just like, I don't like this.
No,
Like,
you gotta play part 2 to appreciate the series.
yeah, I think
Two
that's what
is like
turned me off. To be honest, I heard part
first
2
one,
is good. I heard part 2 is
Yeah,
good.
like the
To
way
me,
the
part
game
two-
plays, the
yeah,
combat, everything's an upgrade, dude.
Yeah, to me, part 2 is like the best one of the trilogy.
And then I get conflicting answers on part 3.
It's fine. It's like, I mean, it's not.
It's fine, and I think people were blowing the ending out of proportion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I admit the ending could have been a bit better, but it's like, what did you want them to do?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just there's so much build up to, I think, is the thing. Like the game had been
Yeah.
building up for so many
Is
years.
it just a
and,
matter
3
of
was so hype.
Is it just a matter of people had their expectations too high?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
It's BioWare,
yeah.
and they expected something amazing, like story wise, and like the story all along the way had been so great, and all the characters are so like
Likeable.
iconic. Yeah, likable, iconic.
Then let me ask you this: if you were given a choice, if you could replay Mass Effect 3 or play Andromeda, would you play 3?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
I
you would
don't
rather
question,
play 3?
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
rather play
literally
3.
pay you money to not play Andromeda again. Like, please, like, whatever you paid for this game, I will pay you back. Just get it away.
It reminds me of like how when you walk up to George Clooney and you say to him, "Hey, I saw Batman and Robin in theaters," and he will like legit give you like $10, like say sorry.
He's like, dude, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. He'll
bro."
recur his wallet, give you $10. That's what I heard. That he'll openly give people money. He's like, "I'm sorry. Here's a refund for
Dude,
your
that
ticket."
movie is bad. That movie is bad.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of incompetence, fellas, Halo Infinite lost another director.
That segue though.
Yeah, I know. Segue.
I know that
I like
segue
that.
though.
I know.
Yeah, that was good.
It's like, speaking of incompetence, yeah. So how do we feel about this, guys? Like, you know, I have to ask this question. You know, so what the hell is going on with Halo Infinite? Like, you know, one day it gets announced, looks cool, we don't know anything about it. The second time we saw it, oh shit, you know, it keeps looking better and better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we see gameplay, everyone's like, oh no, this doesn't look good. And then 343 gets cold feet, and or I don't know who's at fault here. They delay it, deservingly so. The more time you have, the better. But not only that, the creative director just leaves.
I mean, there must have been like something with the direction of the game that he was just
If
like,
the
I don't want to do
the
this.
first so like the first guy leaves because I'm thinking something that he wanted didn't, or something that he wanted to put in the game, they're not gonna let him put in the game, so he leaves. I get it. So what if the second time around it's the same thing, that they're not letting these directors do what they want to do?
Maybe it's something they're trying. I was thinking it was something like they're trying to push into the game that like people. I was thinking that it might be some sort of like, you know, not like a loot box type of effect, but like some cosmetics or some way to like spend money in the game.
Microtransaction.
Yeah, then they're trying to like push it in the game.
Because remember, they're making the multiplayer free to play.
Exactly. So I'm thinking
Right.
like they're like, how do we monetize this? Because it's going to be super popular.
Right.
Like, what do we do? And it's probably like skins or some shit. I feel like.
I feel like skins, because you guys play Halo 5?
Yeah,
I never did. No.
You did. You did.
The last Halo I played was like Halo 3. I haven't played Halo forever.
Yeah, I same Andrew, but I did play Halo 4, but only a little bit. I did play the campaign, a little bit of multiplayer, but 3 was my peak. But I was gonna say, Manny, because I remember Halo 5 had hella microtransactions.
It did. I mean, I didn't do any of them, but it did. Halo 5 isn't exactly my favorite Halo game.
Right. I keep hearing that Halo 5 is kind of like the black sheep, that nobody likes this one.
Yeah, because you don't make a Halo game and don't make Master Chief the playable character.
Right.
Not the playable character. You make some doofus to make the playable character. The hell's wrong with you guys?
I mean, I could have sworn in Halo 2 you play as Arbiter, but like.
Yeah,
but they made
people actually like Arbiter though.
Yeah, they actually made it with competence.
Yeah.
See, that's the word of the day: competence or incompetence.
Incompetence. Yeah.
Incompetence.
Incompetence. Hey, that's our word of the day.
But yeah, like I remember in Halo 2 you played as Arbiter, and I was like, well, people didn't complain about that. I was like, oh, but they did it better in Halo 2. I was like, okay, then cool.
Yeah, they didn't do anything in Halo 5 that made me want to be like, okay, Locke's a badass. They just made me want to be like, okay.
Well, the trailers and the TV and the commercials made him look like one, but.
Yeah, but when you play the game, you're like, okay, where's Master Chief at? I don't care about this guy.
That's sad. I mean, I never played Halo 5. But I remember I got the Master Chief collection, and that was a bit of a disappointment because it was kind of, well, not kind of, it was broken.
Yeah.
Understatement of the year. I remember I bought it mostly for my brother, but I got it because I'm just like low key. He's like, hey man, let me play Halo 3 on this shit. Yeah. And I played it.
Get a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a hit of that, bro.
Yeah. Play Halo 2 Anniversary. He's like, yeah, let me get one.
Hey man, so y'all got any more of them Halo 3?
Yeah, I'm
man?
scratching. He's like, can I play that Halo 2? But I remember like it just did not work at all. Like the game would just crash and like it will not let me put into a game. And when I get put into a game, it like kicks me out. And I'm just like, okay, I'll stop trying for the night. But I heard they eventually fixed it, or at least like it's playable now. And to the point that it's even on PC, and I thought that was really fascinating. It's like this is like the first time Halo 3's been on PC, I think, and I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, do you guys think it's maybe Microsoft trying to pull something with Halo Infinite? Like it's just like the directors like trying to deal with Microsoft. Like Microsoft wants to do this, but they don't. But 343 is kind of like, we don't really feel like it.
That's a tough.
I think it's.
Because I feel like
I think it's that.
Because it's just I'm trying to like wrap my head around this. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, the game is. How far out? Like they delayed it to 2021, but when in 2021? They won't let us know. Best guess scenario, it'll be a fall game. There's just no getting around that. Like, it's gonna be a game in the fall. It's just like I don't know what's going on, and I'm super worried because I was actually pretty excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I saw the gameplay, I was like, oh, this doesn't look next gen, but I'd still play it. You know, like it looks fun. Like this is a game I would see myself play. But now it's just like, well, what the heck is going on? It seems to me, now that there's no director, like they don't have any guidelines, they don't have a leader to look up to. So I'm like, who's managing the game now? I don't know if they appointed anybody yet, and I'm just like super concerned about that.
I don't know. You think people are gonna get sour on Xbox because of this?
Right.
Cancel their Xbox pre-order and get a PS4. Be like,
right. Yeah, it's like, yeah, fuck you, Microsoft. I'm gonna get PS5.
Well, Andrew, I don't know if you heard about this. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but Sony put out like the Black Lives Matter wallpaper. Supposedly a bunch of people canceled their pre-orders.
Yeah.
Yo, let me get it, bro. What the?
That's what
Andrew's
I'm
over
saying.
here is like, yes, now's my time to shine.
I should have made a tweet and be like, if you're canceling your pre-order because of BLM,
let me buy it.
Please message me.
Let me buy
it. Let me buy it.
Yo, I got
I'll cash
you.
app you.
Yeah, $550.
I'm not sure if
bro.
it's
Come
true,
on,
but
pick me up.
yeah, $550. I got you, bro.
Yeah, I remember when Manny told me about that. I was like, that is fucking ridiculous. It's like, not only that, you're just letting people know that you're a fucking moron.
Yeah,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
It's like,
all you have to
why? Like, it's just the most like sought after thing this year. Obviously, the PS5. You're just giving it up for something so petty.
And like, what do you think you're gonna like show them? Like, they're literally
that'll show
they
them.
can't even fill their pre-orders, and you'd be like, that'll get them.
Yeah, that'll show that.
It's like, how petty can you be?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to download it. Nobody's forcing you to download it.
Yeah, it's not gonna like be locked into your PlayStation.
I was like, haha, you support Black Lives Matter, you asshole. It's like, well, it's like, what the hell, dude? Like, if you don't like it, cool, then walk away. You know, let people who support it. Like me, I downloaded it. And I'm just like, this is cool. This is a cool theme.
Yeah, I downloaded it too.
Dude.
Yeah, but I was just laughing. It's like, okay, A, that's stupid. B, fuck it. Hey, that's a free. Hey, that's a PS5 for me to pre-order.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Hopefully it frees up some pre-orders.
That's one more pre-order that Andrew can get.
Yeah.
I'm never getting one, man. I'm gonna get one like. At this point, I've basically locked myself into not getting one this year.
Well, what if?
Like
what if just all of a sudden you're like, your fiance would be like, hey, let's go to Best Buy for Black Friday. It's like, all right, and then you just manage to snag one.
Yeah, it's just like sitting the last one. I'm like, hello.
You're just looking, left to right. You're just like, it's like a cartoon moment. You're just like, and then Granny hits you with a cane.
Oh my god.
Hey, remember me, Sonny boy? What the fuck?
I'm coming for that demon soul, Sonny. Yeah, I mean,
unless I get like lucky, I think at this point, like unless they just like randomly open like Target and they're like, hey, we have pre-orders. I'm like, oh fuck.
I mean, because I heard at Target they're gonna have. I don't know about a lot, but they say they will have some like day one, like if you didn't pre-order.
I'm basically banking on like Target, Best Buy, maybe Walmart, but I don't know what's happening with Amazon. Amazon hasn't said anything. They just don't give.
No, Amazon.
I was hoping for Amazon, but
When I pre-ordered from Amazon, it was I never clicked on a link so fast on like Cheap Ass Gamer on their Twitter. Shout out to them. They're doing God's work.
yeah.
Like those guys, like they're on top of everything. And when they updated with the Amazon link, the link they put out literally was a link. It didn't even took you to the product page. It was a link. It was a link to get the PS5 on your cart. It wasn't even the product itself.
Oh yeah. Most of those links, I remember the Twitter links were literally just like placing PS5 in your cart and putting you to checkout.
Right.
And then
It was just a confirmation. It was like a confirmation. Add the cart. Yes. And that's how I pre-ordered my PS5. And I got the disc edition too.
Man,
I was just like, shit.
My
dude.
buddy got one too.
Yeah, I look. I'll be honest. Like, if it was the digital version, I wouldn't have cared. Like, I would have been like, oh yeah, this is well, I'm getting the PS5 anyway. If there's just no other choice, like I don't care. But like, I would much rather have the disc edition. But if I have no choice, then fuck it. You know what I mean? I can always just like maybe like down the line sell it and get the disc version.
Yeah, upgrade. But I mean, you have a lot of. The thing is, for me, like I don't have a lot of physical games, so like. I'd prefer the digital version,
right?
But I mean, I'll like you said, like if I have no option, like I'll pay 100 extra.
Yeah, because like I saw a tweet from somebody saying, "Oh, I wanted digital. All they had was disc, but oh well, you know." Like,
yeah,
it looks like
point
people...
you gotta get what you can. If you want it early, you gotta get what you can get.
Right, whatever you can get, you gotta get. And if you really want the other version, then you're gonna have
just
to
gotta wait until next year probably.
Yeah, like I would imagine there'll be a pretty decent like trade-in deal if GameStop is still around.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about. I mean, because now they're teaming up with Microsoft. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, it's mostly
trying
just
to keep them afloat, I guess.
Could you imagine just Microsoft buys GameStop outright? Like, why it's like, no, I don't think that's.
You can only buy Xbox here.
Could you imagine that going to a Microsoft-owned store and they sell you a PS5?
Oh my God. I mean,
what's the Microsoft store for? Didn't they close that or?
I think they still have Microsoft stores. There's one at the mall in Florida. Florida Mall, I think, still has one.
You know, I've only been there once, and I lived here for almost 15 years.
What, the Florida Mall?
Yeah.
That's all right.
So yeah, I went there. And
crowded ass mall.
Yeah, I went during Christmas time, and I'm just like, oh shit.
No. And they have that hotel. They have the hotel attached to it, so it's like all
Really?
the tourists shop there. Yeah.
I don't remember no hotel. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you don't like see it, but like.
Okay, because I thought it was like Mall of America, where the hotel is in the mall.
It is. Like you basically walk out of the mall right into the hotel area, just like up to your room.
I probably wasn't paying attention because it was at nighttime, so.
Yeah, you probably weren't paying attention.
Right. Yeah, I was just in for the ride. Hey, we're going to Florida Mall. Okay.
Whatever.
And it was like little Puerto Rico in there. I'm just like, my people. Like I go to inside Banana Republic and they're playing reggaeton and I'm just like, holy shit. I'm just like, my people. But yeah, so quick, really final thoughts on Halo Infinite. Are we confident? Are we scared?
I mean, I think I don't know. I think it's not gonna go well, personally, just because of all the problems they've had and anytime that you release early footage of a game and it's like everyone's like, I just never think it ends well for a game like that. That's just my opinion. Well,
it reminds me of that one time, Manny, with Bloodstained. The game's first showing wasn't the best.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Bloodstained, I heard negative things about, but when they showed it off again, like they kind of revealed it again, it looked way better. Yeah,
even I forgot what the game director said. Even he said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we should have not released that version."
Yeah, like to the public. That's the thing about it. If it's not ready, don't show it. You know.
Yeah.
And Halo, I don't know what was the deal because if they wanted to show it,
did they not believe people thought they were making it? I don't know. You're making it.
Yeah, it's just they promised us, first party. This was back in July. And they said, yeah, we're gonna show off exclusives. And what's the biggest exclusive you could show? Fucking Halo. That's the next game from you guys. I mean, I'm concerned because this is the second director that's left, and because if you don't have a captain, I don't know what the hell you're gonna do.
Something's going on with that game.
Yeah, I'm concerned as well too. It's probably that damn gorilla.
Craig.
Yeah, damn it, Craig.
It's all Craig's fault.
Dude, they're just gonna turn it into Warzone, dude. You're gonna load that shit up, and you're gonna have to buy the battle pass, and then you're gonna get your skins.
Anyway, I hope it turns out well. But if it does kind of, suck, I mean, we all saw it coming. We all saw it coming, guys. Anyway, really quick. I'm not expecting for to talk about this really long, but it's pretty big news, at least for not news, but a big milestone, at least for me, is that the PS2 turned 20 years old. Back on the 26th. We're recording this on the 30th. I don't know. Yeah, you guys follow me on Instagram. I kind of gushed about the PlayStation 2, and like I talked about how it's my favorite system of all time. It houses some, my favorite games of all time, and I'm kind of curious what what you guys think about the PS2. Like, where were you in the year 2000? Like, did you get one at launch? When did you get it?
Well, I know I didn't get mine at launch. Our family was broke when that system came out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't even think I never owned a PS2. I think I went PlayStation. Then I, for some reason, got a Dreamcast because that was a big mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was fun.
No, Dreamcast is cool. It's cool.
Dreamcast is cool. It just has that reputation with the whole burn game system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's okay, Andrew.
It's okay. And then I think I played PC for a while after that, and then I got a PS3. So I basically skipped that whole generation.
Wow.
On PS2. Yeah.
So, Manny, when did you get your PS2?
I got it like the year after, like 2001. But I have had a lot of memories with that system.
Yeah, because I got it in 2002. It was when the first Spider-Man movie was coming out. And that was the first game I bought along with Spy Hunter. And those were my two games until Christmas. And I bought that around May or June. It was when the movie came out.
You're jamming that shit.
Yeah, I obviously we had a video store very close to us, so I rented games.
Oh yeah, there you go, Blockbuster or something.
No, it wasn't Blockbuster. This was in Puerto Rico, so it was some hole in the wall,
Oh, I gotcha.
Right. But it was cool. The guy, he had a shitload of anime, he had a shitload of video games, and really quick, guys, you know how legit this guy was? His the wall, when you turn on the corner of the street, his wall was like a painted wall, like a not a mural, but like it was painted. I don't know if you remember this group shot, Manny, but it was the group shot of Dragon Ball Z with Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, all grouped up and like they're all posing.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like they're all Super Saiyans and Piccolo's in the background. That man, the owner, had that painted on the wall.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the reason that was my video score is I'm like, the owner's a Dragon Ball fan.
So
shit,
that guy's a true nerd. I'm coming.
I know.
Here.
I'm coming over. He's got the whole series on VHS. I'm coming over. Yeah, I'm gonna go to his store. But yeah, that was the store that I rented. What was it? The Zelda Game Boy, Link's Awakening.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Link to the Past. That was the first time, or I rented Link's Awakening, and I played. That was my first Zelda game ever on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I think that was my first Zelda game too. Yeah, I remember jamming that shit on Game Boy, swapping batteries.
Also had Pokemon Crystal. Yeah, I just have a lot of nostalgia of that area because like I said, it was just some really small building, but it was a video store and he had all the new releases, and that's where I rented all my PS2 games from. He also had I remember Dreamcast, but that was when I first discovered what the hell Dreamcast was, because there was a Power Rangers game on the Dreamcast, and I'm like, oh, I want to play this game. Oh, but it's for a system I don't own. Fuck.
Dude, Dreamcast was fucking great.
Yeah,
it was
I
so
wish
ahead
I
of its
had
time. It was so ahead of its time when it came out. I was so hyped for it, and then it was flopped just so bad.
You know what's really funny? I actually was reading into what really happened with Dreamcast. It's just obviously Sony was just kicking their asses, right?
Yeah, it was the timing, because it was literally
it was
Dreamcast, and literally a year later, maybe even months later, they announced PS3, and everyone's just like, dude, fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm not getting a Dreamcast.
The biggest thing about Dreamcast was that marketing, because I think it came out in 1998 in Japan, and they waited a whole year, I think, for the American release for $99.99.
Yep.
Insane.
Just to have that dumb date. I remember it was their thing.
Do you remember seeing those commercials?
Yep. That's why I got one. I was like a fucking kid. I was like,
the commercial got you.
This is the future, bro. Mom, I need this.
It's like Dreamcast. That's the console, man. Fuck PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation for nerds. I always had a Sega when I grew up. I had a Genesis. I had a Saturn.
Right, I had a Genesis.
Sega guy when I grew up.
I had a Genesis. Yes, so was I.
But did you have a Sega CD? That's the question.
No, I did not.
That's your problem. Nah, it's okay. It's all good. I mean, if you had a Sega CD, I'm just like, number one, what the hell were you doing? Number two, you had money to blow.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I don't think my mom's buying me that thing. It's
Yeah.
like $5,000 or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
back
I don't
then. It
remember
was
how
like
much it
600
was, but
bucks.
I know it was like I think $100 for the 32X, unless I'm dreaming, unless I'm dreaming that, because
I didn't get that nonsense neither. 'Cause I don't know what the hell they were
because the
thinking with
Genesis I had was the Genesis 3. It was like
It was like 100.
it was like a slim Genesis, like it was like an I
Was
want
it
to say
like that small-
aftermarket. It was just
Was
really
it like
small.
that?
It was a
The
small
small
one.
Genesis.
It was,
Yeah, I
and it
know.
had the 3
Yeah.
on it. That's the one I had.
Yeah, my godmother still has hers.
Damn. Honestly, if I ever were to rebuy a Genesis, I would get that one. But if I can get my hands on the original Genesis, I wouldn't mind either, because like that design is iconic. But really quick about PS2, Manny, like what's your favorite game on the PS2?
I'm gonna
Just
have
any,
to say,
yeah, just
and-
any.
yeah, 'cause I got a few, but I could name one off the top of my
Right,
head.
you can name them all. I don't care.
Yeah, it's an underrated Rockstar game, Manhunt.
Ooh, okay. I never played
Okay,
Manhunt.
It's a very fun game, but it's also it's disturbing.
Oh yeah, I've seen gameplay of it. I know I saw it on sale for the for the PS4. Like not that they remastered it, but they like took the PS2 game and like made it playable.
If they ever remaster Manhunt, that's a game I'll be like, shut your damn mouth, shut up,
Yeah, it's
take
like,
my money.
Take my money.
But yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
Man.
there's a game called PsyOps that's very underrated.
As in like PSY.
PSI Ops.
Oh,
You're basically
okay.
you're
Okay.
basically like a soldier, but you have like telekinetic abilities. So you can
Oh.
like lift the guy, grab your gun, shoot the guy while you lift him up in the air, throw him. And the same people who made Mortal Kombat made this game.
Huh. That's like the most 2000s thing I've ever heard.
It is, and typical.
Did it have
and
techno in the back? Did it have techno soundtrack?
No, but they said,
Shit.
but if you enter a cheat code, you can play a scorpion who
Oh.
has telekinesis. I'm like, okay.
Okay. Shit.
I'm like, okay.
I'm surprised you're not mentioning any of the 3D Mortal Kombats. Were they any good? Because
They were good. It's just that they get a bad rep because
Right.
they introduced a lot of characters that not too many people like.
out of all those three, I know when I was like collecting Mortal Kombat, I know you were kind of like my advisor.
Deception, I have to say, is the best one. That's
Really, because I keep hearing that Armageddon is the best one because it had everybody.
Armageddon, to me, Armageddon is underrated. But when it comes to like my favorite one, and there's just bias, I like Deception the most.
Okay. And Deception was the one that had the kart racing mode, right?
Yeah, that's the main
Okay.
reason I like. No, Armageddon is the one that has the car racing.
Ah, okay.
Deception has Mortal Kombat chess and there's another. Oh, and Mortal Kombat basically Tetris.
Ooh. Because I remember when you and me were at the store, and I said, Manny, which one's the one with the kart racer? Because I had to pick one, and I think they had, okay, they had Deadly Alliance, but they only had on Xbox. I was trying to get it on PS2, and I was just wondering which one had the kart racer, and you told me it was
Armageddon.
Armageddon, and now it's like, and because now I'm confused. It's like
Yes, Armageddon.
Deception.
But Armageddon,
Okay.
Armageddon is also the one where you could create your own player.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to remember which one was the one that had its own like adventure mode, but that's its own game, right? The Shaolin Monks.
Both. Yeah, that's Shaolin Monks.
Okay.
That's a game they need to remake, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out
I agree
there.
because I see gameplay or not gameplay, like I see the game and I was like, oh, that's such a cool cover, and Jason, shout out to Jason really quick. He just wouldn't shut up about that game one time when during the midnight launch of MKX. He's like, dude, if they remake Shaolin Monks, it's all over. And I'm just like, what Shaolin Monks? He's like, oh, dude, it's a fucking co-op game. It's fucking bloody as shit, and you play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and it's a co-op game. You just team up and kill people. I'm like, oh shit. I mean,
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a
it's like,
Mortal
yeah,
Kombat
he
beat 'em
told
up.
me all about it. I was like, damn, that sounds like a lit game. I never heard of it, and that was when I first knew about it. And now I'm looking at it right now. I eventually bought it. I like and you saw my Instagram post, Manny. You know what my favorite game is.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'll even have to, because we talk about that game like every episode. I don't even know if I should mention it.
If you want to,
Okay,
go ahead.
You do
Yeah,
know
but I
it?
already know
I think
which
I
one. I
know.
just want
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, Andrew?
I think it's the
No.
final.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I just reacted like, wait, what?
No,
What?
I'm just kidding. No, you guys never heard of the Snow White game on PS2?
No, I didn't even know there was a Snow White game.
All right, forget what I said.
I know there was a Toy Story game I played one time.
Hey, I don't know
That
Snow
shit was
White
hard,
game.
bro. Trying to get away from Pizza Planet, that was tough.
Oh man, I just triggered a flashback. Do you guys remember the Toy Story kart racer?
No, I don't.
Oh, that game fucking sucks.
Hold on, hold on. What game were you saying?
It's a Toy Story kart racer for the PS1.
Oh, that game was terrible.
That game blows. That game
I remember I played that game
sucks.
as a little kid, and even the little kid made the good lord, this game's bad.
Yeah, even when I got it as a kid, and I said this game blows, and I just went back to Crash Team Racing.
Like, why would you do this?
It was my fucking parents. They're like, "Hey, this is Toy Story. It's a kart racing. Oh, sweet. Pop it in. This game sucks." But no, but in all seriousness, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is I would say Kingdom Hearts generally, but Kingdom Hearts 2, if I had to pick one, is my favorite PS2 game. And that's all I'm gonna say because I don't feel like gushing. Over
Yeah, I was just about to say, uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh, here it comes. It's like, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, so, Gian, just tone it back a little bit. We already
Kingdom
know
Hearts 2
about-
is the best PS2 game ever. Sir, this is a Walgreens.
But it's still the best game ever, so bye.
It is, bye. Just run with candy.
Yeah, sir, you gotta pay for those. Shut up.
Shut up!
What about the new Final Fantasy? I haven't even read about it. I just know that they
Yeah,
they showed
They
some
released a bunch of new
they
information.
they just dumped all that info on us. I know Manny told me about it, and I just squealed like a girl when he sent me that. All they talked about was like the characters and like the map, like not the map, but like the world like it's set in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very very excited, as you may know.
Yeah, I mean it looks cool. I played a little bit of 15. And it was just like, wasn't really my. I think it was the world, like the
open world?
Yeah.
No, like just like I don't know how to explain it. Like the setting, like they were like kind of like
the
like
lore
kinda
and the content. It wasn't.
Yeah, like
you
kind of
weren't-
steampunky, but kind of
Right.
fantasy too.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like they try to go for like how do you say, like not modern, but kind of like a realistic approach. Not I want to say
Yeah,
realistic.
that makes sense.
Because it was,
No, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, like in a
Yeah.
real world, but like
Mhm.
magic and shit and like crazy shit exists. Whatever.
I mean, just
And the story for the first time in Final Fantasy, you weren't doing one thing that like 10 minutes later you were on a mission to kill God or something like that.
yeah, like mission 1, save the kitty. Final mission, kill God. Yeah, that's like the structure for all the JRPGs.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's just a classic structure. Yeah.
Yeah. With 15, Andrew, I don't know if you like recall the history of that game. It was called Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like announced in like 2006 when your boy was only like 12 years old. And it just looked like the coolest shit ever, and they announced it as like a PS3 exclusive, and that was the game that sold the console for me. And it's very sad because they took 10 years to make that game because of the like the word of the day, the incompetence of Square Enix back then.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of mismanagement, and they said, you know what, they finally put their foot down. They said, okay, we're gonna put this game out. It's gonna be on PS4. Tetsuya Nomura. Oops, I'm sorry, not Nomura. Hajime Tabata, the guy who made Type 0.
Mm-hmm.
He made it. It's just, yeah, I think it was just mismanagement. They were just, how do you say that, Andrew? Like kind of like overestimate, or like kind of shooting their shot way too, like, you know what I mean? Like over, like I don't know how to say it. Like they were like having a lot of setting the expectations too high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I was trying to say, because it looked too good in 2006. Like it was not gameplay; it was CG, and
Yeah.
they were like setting themselves for failure. You know what I mean? Like
Pretty much,
shooting
yeah.
themselves in the foot.
I remember people were super hyped for that, and then like it came out where it's like, it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, the game is completely different. It is nothing like how it was in 2006.
No.
But I enjoyed what we got. I thought it was a pretty good game, even though some of the story was missing and they added it later. Yeah. But overall, I enjoyed my time with it. But now that we're in 16, I'm super pumped. We're going back to classic Final Fantasy. Medieval Final. You
That's
guys,
what I like. That's my favorite type of Final
right.
Fantasy.
Like and Manny, you know me. I'm not into the medieval stuff. Like the high fantasy, I'm not into it. But the Final Fantasy twist to it is what gets me the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on board. high fantasy medieval is a tough sell, but I'm all in.
I used to tell Manny. I remember I was like, I'm always hype on like Fire Emblem and like Tactics. Like I like those. Those are
triggered.
Yeah, I was about to say, Andrew. You just said the Gion's trigger word.
Those are my games, dude. I love those.
It's
like
okay.
I remember playing Chrono Trigger on like SNES when I was like
Oof.
super fucking little, and that game was insanely hard to me back then.
Really?
And I just like that's. I mean, I don't know. I was like, I don't even know how old I was.
It's
I
okay.
haven't been, like, it's like trying to do the math. Like 6, 5.
That came out
7,
that came out in '95, I think.
Oh yeah, so I was like 6 years old. That's wild.
Damn.
So,
Andrew, I was only
I was like,
I was only 1.
dude, I was trying to beat those little fucking frogs. I'm like, dude, these frogs are whooping my ass.
Beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like the medieval style RPG personally. Right. I definitely agree.
See, Chrono Trigger, I played the PS1 version, and it's like the worst version to play.
Yeah, don't do that.
I never finished it. I didn't get.
I would just either get an NES or like play it on an emulator.
Right.
Like, that's the best way to play it, I think.
I'm trying to get it on Super Nintendo because I recently bought a Super Nintendo off of Frankie, out of all people. He gave me a pretty.
Game, I don't know if that game's expensive. Is it expensive?
Oh, it's expensive.
That's what I was saying. Like that's gonna be like a game people are after.
There's a lot of RPGs that are expensive. I went to Cybertron this past Saturday. You heard of the Suikoden series?
Oh, Suikoden, yeah.
Yeah, no. They have on part 2. They have that game, and like the glass case is like $300.
Yep.
Holy
300? Like in the box?
In the box.
Out of the box.
It's not sealed. It's used. It's in the box.
Yeah, it's used.
Jesus.
It's like 300. Jesus.
I can look it up really quick. 300 bones, please.
Shit, you might as well just fucking buy it.
I still have a 64, so I was gonna get like Ocarina of Time or something. And it was like only like $40 on eBay. I was like, that's reasonable, I guess.
All right, it says here really quick, Suikoden 2 complete, like with the box, obviously the case and the manual, $316.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's holy shit. I understand people love the series, but that's ridiculous.
Do you know why, right?
Because it's low print. I don't know.
Yeah, it's low print. They didn't make a lot because nobody bought it.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm surprised Chrono Trigger. Like, I guess that wasn't like.
No, I think the case about Chrono Trigger, it's just because it's so good and it's heavily desired. I don't think it's because, they didn't make too many. Well, no, it's a Super Nintendo game. Of course they made a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger, there's some decent ones.
Let
really
me
beat up ones for like $60.
Beat up ones for 60? I mean, Cybertron told me they sell it regularly for 50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Here's a beat up one for 30. Yeah, so there's some.
Really? It like beat up, how beat up? Is like the label's torn off or?
Just no box. Label's a little worn. This one's not too bad.
I'm gonna have to look into it. But do you know what the average is for like a loose copy?
Yeah, I'm looking like this is like a pretty. I'm just looking on eBay right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I look up price charting. Price charting kind of gives you like the average. A loose copy average is like $143.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But like if you look,
version?
No, I mean I think the reason why you see it for 30 because those are like the starting bids. Or sometimes people just like sometimes they don't know what they have, or sometimes they'll just be nice and they'll ask for 30. But I don't know. But that's like the average price it says.
I mean, if you can, I would look on eBay. If you can snag it for $30, I would play it for sure.
I don't know. Like for a game like that, Chrono Trigger, I kind of want it in decent condition. I want to see.
No, yeah. I mean, if you want to if you want the box and everything. But
yeah, the box. Forget about it. It's like $400.
But you want like a decent copy, yeah.
Yeah, like if I can get it loose, that's not a big problem. If I can get a decent condition, I can see the label. Yeah, I mean, like I'm lucky that. Well, here's the thing. I don't because when I bought Mortal Kombat 3 loose, it was in decent condition, but the one that killed it for me because some kid wrote his name on it. It's like, oh, thanks, Nathaniel. Way to write your name on Mortal Kombat 3.
Wow.
What's gonna happen?
Damaging.
Where's it gonna happen? Are you gonna lose it? You like taking it to school with you to? Like,
yeah, he's gonna lend it to his friend. He's like, this belongs to Nathaniel. Oh shit, Nathaniel! I forgot all about him. 20 years later.
I don't see your name. Yeah, right.
Get some Goo Gone back in the 90s and like get rid of it.
Fuck.
But sad thing is too, if Nathaniel lost the game, somebody else found it, he wasn't gonna get it back. Okay, sorry, Nathaniel. this mine now.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I saw it, I'm just like, dude, this is the only copy they have. It's indecent, but if you look in the back, it's got some kid's name on it. I'm like, fine. But some Goo Gone, I don't know about Goo Gone, but there's a product that you can add to it that you could, like, take it off. But Goo Gone, even though that shit smells like shit, it works. Like, it fucking works. Like, I had a lot of gunk on a bunch of PS1 games because of the stickers, and, you get those annoying stickers that, like, yeah, and some good old Goo Gone Mwah, chef kiss. It's gone.
Nice advertisement for Google, by the way.
Yes, please sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsored by Gugon.
Yeah.
No, we're not sponsored. But no, I just like that product. It fucking works. You know, I'll always put over a product that fucking works. But really quick, Manny, I didn't hear what I don't know if you told me, but what do you think about all the characters in Final Fantasy 16?
They all look interesting. Like I'm really like, okay, I'm really into the little brother because
Right.
they're basically saying he's like the reincarnation of the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Like,
read correctly,
Yeah,
so,
like
okay.
his icon is the Phoenix, and he is a dominant. A dominant being a person that has like that summon in them, like they carry that power.
Yeah, I'm like
Something along those lines.
no, okay, so they're making the Phoenix like the main summon, like the whatchamacallit.
The
I guess like the
icon.
like the icon.
Yeah, they're calling
Like
it
the
icons. Yeah.
Yeah, they're making him like the main feature icon for now.
Mhm.
Well, that is until Bahamut comes out
Right.
of nowhere again.
Yeah, and then in the trailer, Ifrit shows up. And who has the Ifrit dominant? It's not the main character, is it?
It's probably gonna be maybe we could be wrong for all we know. They could
Right.
just
I mean,
do
they
what
could
they
just
did
be
last game.
They can just be fucking us over and showing us footage that doesn't make sense yet. Because they were talking about that somebody has a Shiva icon. Like there's a dominant with Shiva, and then what's that big dude named Titan? I think his name is.
Yeah, it's Titan.
Yeah, it's like we saw the fight between him and Shiva. So there's like two factions at war. One has Shiva, and one has the Titan.
I could see that happening.
Right. And it's pretty much gonna be M for mature, which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Someone got their head cut off, so it might as well be.
Yeah, that shocked me. It's like, okay, this is gonna be the first Final
Well,
Fantasy game
like
besides Type O that's
Yeah.
rated M.
Yeah, we were talking about with Hector. It's not the first time Final Fantasy went M. Type 0 was M for mature. I'm super excited, man. I love looking at character designs, but one thing you haven't noticed or you haven't told me yet that it screams Final Fantasy 14.
It does because
It's
the
made
guy
by the
who
same
did-
people, yeah.
Yes, I like.
Yeah, and I like Final Fantasy 14. Like I think that was like I can't remember when I got it, but it was on sale, and like I played it, and I haven't played an MMO in a long time, and I got really into it. Like
It's
I
a fun
almost hit max
MMO.
level. Yeah, it's like the story's really good if you actually
Really?
follow it, and like the dungeons are fun, and
It's like I'm a Final Fantasy fan. I'll always follow it. It's like
yeah, it's definitely not a Final Fantasy game in
Right.
the sense that it's like definitely an MMO just like coded with Final Fantasy, but like
fun.
visually and like the story wise, it's a Final Fantasy game.
because I hear horror stories, but not like negative, like it's bad. But I heard people got like super addicted to Final Fantasy 11.
Oh, I could see that.
Like
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
can
I
see
don't
that.
want I don't know if you watched Max's stream, Manny, but he was talking about how he was addicted. Like we're talking all capital letters, addicted to Final Fantasy 11.
I could see that happening.
Like
too.
he said, it was 2 years straight that he was addicted to Final Fantasy 11.
Holy shit.
2 years straight, I think he said. I don't remember what caused him to stop playing, but I think it was when he was dating JJ, his wife.
Yeah, I was just probably said his wife probably made him stop playing.
Yeah, yeah. Like when I hear stories about being addicted to an MMO, I'm just like, holy shit.
I mean, people get addicted to phone games, man.
Right,
I've heard
yeah.
people
that is-
like
people
yeah.
get
go
addicted to
60,000.
anything.
I heard some guy like went like $60,000 in the fucking debt and had to file bankruptcy because of Clash of Clans. He just couldn't stop playing. He just got like 60K.
Those little
on
Vikings,
Clash of Clans.
those little
Hey, the
characters be looking
Vikings,
good, man.
I know, bro.
Bro, people are wild as fuck, dude.
I mean, it reminds me of this one friend I had who spent, I think, $100 on the week of Destiny 2 when it came out.
$100 a week.
Yeah, like $100 a week on like the microtransactions.
I mean, people,
Yikes.
dude, that shit, that's the real addicting shit. Like, yeah, MMOs
Yeah.
are bad, and like, yeah, people like, I mean, I've been in that place where I've literally just like, all I'm doing is going to school, and like,
Yeah.
I got nothing else
Go,
to do. I'm
go to
living at
school,
home. I'm
go
like,
home,
you know
play.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd literally just be playing. I remember WoW. I played the shit out of WoW, dude. I was fucking going hard.
Yeah, I feel
So-
I think I should be glad that I never got into WoW, even though I've always wanted to. But part of me is like, man, I'm glad I didn't go that route.
I mean, the only thing I miss, like, you have a lot of good memories from like stuff like that, but then if you think
Mhm.
back to like how much time you really wasted just like bashing,
Yeah,
your
it was
head
like
on the wall, then
unhealthy.
you're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, for sure.
that's bad. Like last episode you were here, Andrew. When me and Tyler were in high school, that kid skipped school like 2 days to play Cataclysm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like holy
it's-
shit.
It's addicting for
Yeah.
sure.
But
no worse than phone games that put you into bankruptcy.
So I don't know if you said this already, Andrew, but are you interested in Final Fantasy 16?
For sure, yeah. It's definitely like the type of Final Fantasy game that I like.
Right.
Like
Return to basics, back to their roots.
Yeah,
medieval.
exactly. Back to it's like Final Fantasy, like I don't know, like 4 or 5. Like,
Yeah,
that's how it feels
1,
to me.
pretty much like the first 5.
Yeah.
Because 6 was kind of steampunky, right? Kind of.
Yeah, 6 was
bit.
like the steam. Yeah.
And then 7, whew, the rest is history.
I mean, that one's steampunky too.
Yeah, right. But that one's like transcended everything.
Yeah. That's a great game, regardless. Yeah.
One of my favorite games
playing
ever.
7.
And,
I'm trying to remember like playing 10. That was the last iconic one that I played. And like
that was
I
a
don't know,
good game, but the thing that puts it off the rails for me
What's acting?
was that scene.
That scene.
The Titus scene. Him laughing.
You know that scene. You don't know that scene, Andrew?
I don't know that scene. No.
It's where Titus is like laughing and it's like super awkward.
Yeah, like
you want me to reenact it? I don't want to reenact it, but I'll reenact
it. No, don't, please.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, but like the girl, the game, like telling her, you should learn to laugh more. Like he does like this horrible.
And I just remember the voice acting in that game was just not great.
It's the first one to have voice acting.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I
it's
guess
the
you're
first,
right. Yeah.
All 3. Like I would, I'll say all 3D because like everything, like it wasn't open world. It was kind of linear, but like it was the first ever to have like cutscenes with voice acting and stuff like that. I wouldn't say all 3D because Final Fantasy 7 did it, 8 did it, 9 did it, but like 10 was the first one to go cinematic and shit.
That was PS3, right?
That was
3.
PS2. Came out in 2001, but it did get remastered. It did get remastered on PS3 and then remastered on PS4.
That's what I played it on PS3. So I was like, I definitely didn't own a PS2.
Yeah, the PS3 version is good, but I heard it has like some kind of freezing issues, but it's still like doable. Like you could play it. But I heard the PS4 version just fixed everything, and that's the version I have. But I still have the PS2 version because I grew up on that game because I used to have it.
But yeah, that's really my type of. I think that the 16 is definitely my type of Final Fantasy. I'll probably get it on next gen.
Apart from Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. Final Fantasy 16 is my most anticipated PS5 game. For sure. And
well, in my case, 16 and Demon's Souls, but...
Yeah, Demon's Souls is, like, if you think about it, the only game on the launch lineup that is the most next-gen out of, like, all the games. If you think about it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of next-gen, we're 2 weeks away from next-gen launching. Another good segue.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we feeling it? Like, you know how SpongeBob asked Mr. Krabs, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it now?
I mean, I'm definitely excited, but the excitement is waned by the fact that, like, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get
get pre-order.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Watch all my buddies be like, yo, this is fucking...
I'm going to send you a picture, Andrew, say, I got it in, boy.
I'm in the future. Like, just like fucking strapped into your chair, like, blasting off.
Yeah.
Into PlayStation world.
See, I don't even know if I'm going to get it launched it, because I have, and that's funny, because I pre-ordered it on Amazon, but Amazon sent me an email saying, hey, you may or may not get it the day it comes out.
I mean, even if you get it, like, 3 days, a week later, it's better than me.
Well, here's the thing. Something tells me they're not going to, like, give it to me a week after, because they would have to give me a refund, and I'm pretty sure Amazon doesn't want to give me a refund.
No.
On a hot product. They would have to at least give it to me a day after.
I just think that in their mind, I think they're going to start, like, shipping them, like, maybe
I saw a picture
the day before.
I saw a picture of the pallet already full of the PS5s.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they have them. Dude, I read an article about how, like, PlayStation was, like, can't remember what it said, but Sony surprised with, like, the amount of people the demand, and I'm like, dude, what the, you guys spent so much money on marketing and everyone was losing their minds, like they're like,
and you know what's
weird.
really
Everybody
funny,
wants one.
And there's another quote that came out, I think it was today or yesterday, that in terms of pre-orders, they sold more than PS4 did, like what PS4 sold in 12 days in terms of pre-orders, sold in 12 days, PS5 did it in 12 hours.
Yeah. It's like, and they're just like, that's weird.
Fucking
and I remember when early on they're like, guys, don't worry, everyone will get a PlayStation. Now they're like, yeah, I don't know about that.
But
John Cena is like, are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Well, Andrew, I wish you luck if you go to Target or if you go to Best Buy on launch day.
I'm just gonna be. I've literally just like, I think when launch day comes or gets closer to, I'm just gonna like at work or at home, I'm just gonna have those tabs open.
Right.
Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and just be like, you know what? Let's do a little refresh, see what's going on.
Or you have to call them some favors now.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what that's what Frankie did when I used to work at Target. he let me know, hey man, when you get the SNES Classic, let me know. I was like, I got you, fam. And literally that.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea.
Yeah. What's really funny, he let me know, hey, if you get a Super Nintendo, let me know. And that literally 2 hours later, he let me know. One came in as a return. I said, I called Frankie in the fucking bathroom. Frankie, swing by.
Right now, bro.
right now.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get somebody in like the shipping department. Be like, bro, I'm unloading PlayStations right now.
All of a sudden, like, Lowe's starts selling PS5s.
Dude, I'd be calling everybody. Be like, yo.
Because I heard y'all were selling TVs one time.
Yeah, we were.
Dude,
for Black Friday. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The nonsense I used to buy there.
Yeah, I remember.
Someone goes to the plumbing department.
I had to unload the truck that day with the TV. I was looking at it like,
Yeah.
when the fuck we start selling TVs?
I remember that I watched them roll out TVs. There was like 3 different sizes. Like, dude, what the fuck?
We're turning into Walmart, boys.
I forgot who Matt bought one. I remember Matt Jimenez. He's like, oh, I'll grab one. Shit, get my discount. They're kind of cheap.
I heard there were like a
that's
bunch of
why
TVs.
that's why you were working that day. When I rolled it out, you just looked at me like, what the
Yeah, I'm like,
fuck?
what the yeah, I saw you guys unloading trucks. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Where am I? Like, I gotta get out of here.
I think Johnny was like the most shocked, man. Who the fuck ordered TVs? Do they not know we work at Lowe's?
I remember even like in the 90s, Lowe's sold TVs like that one brand that starts with a Z, or I think everybody had that brand.
Zenith, yeah, everyone.
Zenith, yeah, I think everyone sold that brand, but I remember Lowe's at one point sold it like regularly, not on Black Friday.
Bro, that was my TV in my room until like 2010, a Zenith tube TV. I used to have like my DVD player hooked up to it and my fucking...
Fuck, man. Now, like, if you're into retro gaming, like, that is a pretty cool TV to have, because, like, those TVs, like, if you put your, like, Super Nintendo or N64 on HDTV, they look like shit.
They really do. I think the tube CTR TVs, like,
if you had, like, a Zenith or, like, a CRT, yeah.
It feels like, just gives you, like, the nostalgia feel of it.
See, that's what I'm doing. Like, if I ever go to a garage sale, like, my neighborhood regularly has garage sales, and I'm trying to go, like, at least every Saturday to see if somebody has, like, CRT, not only, like, video games, because I already asked, and I'm like, there was a point that I went to the same house, I was like, oh, yeah, I already been here, and they don't got shit. But I'm also looking for a CRT TV, because I can hook up my my N64, my Super Nintendo. Because, you know, as cool as those adapters are to, like, make them HD, not HD, but, like, through HDMI, it's just, they're just so pricey, you know what I mean? Like, especially the Super Nintendo, the N64, it's like $150. It's like, damn, you know? Like, the only one I was willing to buy was the Kirby for the GameCube, and I think it's amazing. It makes GameCube games look amazing on an HD TV. But something tells me I want to play them how they're supposed to be played, you know? And I don't know, like I said, the Kirby, pretty good, but when it comes to like Super Nintendo, I think I'm just better off getting a CRT. Let's see. Manny, do you have any plans for launch day? Are you going to keep trying to pre-order?
I'm going to keep trying to pre-order, but I know it ain't going to happen, so I just probably going to play the waiting game.
So you don't have a plan for launch day?
I mean, I'm gonna keep those tabs open when I get home, but I know I'm not gonna have no luck.
Man, I know if I didn't have one, I think I would have to go out. Like, I would have to, not go out, but call places. It's like, hey, do you have? No, and they hang up on me.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, we don't have PlayStation 5. Stop calling.
See, that's where I come. That's where the thing comes. If they have any PS5, whether it be digital or the disc edition, I would just get it just so I can have it, right? And sell it, or, you know, trade it in, whatever the other one I want comes in. But I feel sorry. I mean, I feel I'm glad. Like, I'm happy I got my pre-order. But even though Amazon told me, hey, fam, you probably aren't getting it when it comes out, and I'm like, shit, okay, at least I'm getting it, you know.
It is what it is. I'll just play Ghost of Tsushima for like an extra 2 months.
Yeah.
And get a PS5.
Yeah. Do you guys whenever you do get a PS5? Like, okay, let me ask you this. If you do get a PS5 on launch day, what games would you pick up?
The only game that I was kind of looking forward to was that, which I feel like I'm going to get disappointed, was the Godfall game. It was just kind of something that seemed to be appealing to me. It was like an action RPG with I was watching like videos of it. Yeah, I was watching videos of the gameplay, and I was like, I just don't see how it's like a you know, like a game that you grind, like action
Mm-hmm.
RPG. But like, I don't know, I thought the same like you said about Ghost of Tsushima. And it's
Right,
fun,
and Ghost of Tsushima surprised me. Like I'm having a lot of fun. I put a fucking shitload of hours into it. And now with Godfall, it's like, do I need another game like that where you repeat the missions over and over? I'd rather do that with Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like, yeah, like, and you have Diablo and stuff like that.
Right.
There's like so many.
Diablo
but I just
4,
think like
yeah.
it's an actual next gen game.
Right.
Like, like
yeah,
only
because
PS5.
Godfall is not. It's only on PS5, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe the reviews will be good and I'll pick it up. So especially if I'm not going to get it on launch day.
Right.
But if I do get it, I'll probably pick
Right.
it up.
I'm just asking you if you had a chance to get it.
I would try it. Yeah, I would go for it. I think.
Me, I would obviously Spider. I mean, I already have it pre-ordered. I would get Spider-Man. That's what I am getting. But
yeah, the new Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
is pretty good.
But that's also on PS4, so it's kind of like, But there are some benefits of playing it on PS5.
I just don't want to play any of these games. Like, I think if I'm gonna wait, then I'm gonna wait for the games that I'm really hyped for, like Spider-Man, Cyberpunk,
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed. Like, those are the games I want to play, like, on next gen. Like, instant load
Right.
times, like 4K, 60, like
Right.
everything.
How about you, Manny?
Dead Souls.
Dead Souls.
You know what I mean. Dark Souls.
It's like that conversation we have. It's like, who the fuck would buy this? It's like, stop looking at me.
oh, the conversation we had the other day.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, who the fuck buys this? And like, ... Don't look at me.
Yeah, that when we'll talk about Evolution, say,
Yeah.
yeah, the game's probably real because you know who the fuck bought it, and I just send him like a picture of just staring at him like,
Yeah.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
give
like,
me a break. Hey, give me a break. I
break.
bought it for cheap.
Hey, blame the guy
doesn't
who bought it. Doesn't count. I bought it used. It's like, blame the guy who bought it new. He's the sucker.
But Demon Souls would be the first one. Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm like, holy shit, this game looks incredible.
Yeah,
but
it
now
does.
I'm gonna end up going crazy playing that game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how is this game gonna fare? Well, with like normal players, like, this game is notorious for being hard. Do you think people would just toss those dual senses out the damn window? Because
I would not be surprised if I hear videos like, oh damn it, I bought my damn remote, fucking Demon Souls.
because I remember when the Wii came out, this was when YouTube was starting out, and they had videos of people like breaking their TVs with the Wiimote.
Oh yeah, just flinging it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't strap it in or
Right,
whatever.
because
Playing bowling or some shit.
and the same thing. Yeah.
There was a website dedicated to people like fucking up the Wii remotes. I forgot what it was called though.
Fucked up Wiimote. That's the website name.
Oh,
Fuckedupwiimote.com. But no, the same thing happened with the Switch when it came out. A lot of people were fucking that up, and there was like a bunch of defective units that people didn't do anything with. Like the game just like someone was playing Zelda, and Zelda was just glitching out of nowhere. Like
Holy shit.
it was just being a mess. I don't think you saw that video. Did I send it to you?
no, but I'm actually intrigued to seeing it.
Just type in like Nintendo Switch painful launch. I think it's called.
Yeah, and the Switch did have a painful launch.
I don't remember other than like some systems didn't work, but like anything else, like where the drifting happened
No,
that early, or
Yeah, the drifting was happening that early and all
wow,
that
because
stuff.
I thought drifting
Yeah.
was way later, because
No.
from wear and tear.
Because my brother's stepson, he bought the Switch opening day, and he
Mhm.
told me himself. He said, "Oh, they think the drifting is bad now. It was worse when it came out. Trust me, I know." I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah, I mean, part of me, I'm kind of scared, not scared, but like worried buying a console this early, because I've never bought a console day one. The only console that I technically bought day one is the PS4, but I got the PS4 Pro. I got it when it first came out.
Yeah, that's kind of iffy too. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Like, getting a release day console is definitely like with some things that have happened, like certain models of PS4s, like people are saying.
Because like,
Yeah, you want a certain model. I don't know if you know about the Pro. Like, there's like one sought after model and stuff. So
like the second model, the one that's quieter, and then if you got the first model, that shit's.
I
Like
definitely have I have the first one white,
Yeah, same.
and it's just like a fucking jet engine.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Hey man, I want to play Warzone. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you gotta put on your fucking your pilot gear.
It's like, where are we dropping, boys?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm surprised we haven't played Warzone, Andrew, yet.
Dude, I hate Warzone. I don't play it anymore. It's so bad.
It's alright.
So
I think
that's only one. That's a no to that, Gian.
Well, we got Ghost of Tsushima, so.
Oh.
To be honest, the only time I play Warzone is if my fiance gets really drunk and she wants to watch me play Warzone. She loves watching this, and I'll play Warzone.
It's like, I want to see you getting killed and killed. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
she likes me and my one friend playing, and she likes laughing at us being idiots.
Like she like you are her entertainment.
Yeah, basically, yeah. She's like, and then she doesn't want to play. I was like, "Do you want to play?" She's like, "Absolutely not." No.
No thanks. I choose life.
Yeah, it's way too scary.
I mean, Warzone can be scary. I know they added the Halloween update. You play as Leatherface. That
No,
I'm interested.
No, I don't. I only buy the battle pass. I pay the $10. I'm not buying any extra skins. You're not gonna fucking get me, dude. You're not getting me.
You can play as like Leatherface and like Jigsaw. And
Yeah,
like, I'm in.
You have to buy him though.
Oh, you have
That's
to
the
buy him.
problem. So-
Shit, I thought you
yeah.
could
If I want
unlock 'em.
I got Mortal Kombat X. I got Mortal Kombat X. Leatherface is in there.
Right.
So
There you
so
go.
there you go.
Oh, man, excuse me. Really quick, Manny. Did you hear about that Kojima has started already working on the new project?
Yeah, I heard about that.
What do you think it is? 'Cause they didn't specify it was a game. But it looks like it is going to be a game.
I think it's gonna be something I think it's gonna be like a horror game to make up
Ooh.
for.
Could you imagine an unhinged Kojima horror game? Like you
Something
saw
telling me it's gonna be a successor to what
To
the hell is
PT?
that thing? Yeah, to PT. It's gonna be like a successor of what
Yeah.
could have been a PT.
Do you think he'll work with Del Toro again?
I think so. I
Because
hope so.
he worked with him technically on Death Stranding. Like he put his face in the game.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so, cause those two are go.
How
If
about,
Death Stranding is anything to go by,
Yeah, exactly.
those two are go to go.
I was gonna say, if you saw what he can do with Death Stranding, could you imagine this man unhinged with like a horror game?
Yeah, that's a nightmare waiting to happen.
Grab a new pair of pants have a pair of pants next to you when you play this game. Because holy shit. And it makes me wonder, is he gonna work with Norman Reedus again, or is he gonna stick him with like Death Stranding? I was like, or will he work with another celebrity?
I think
could
motion
see him
capture is
with-
pretty popular.
yeah.
You could do it again.
Yeah, with Norman Reedus, so another horror
Mhm.
game with him.
Yeah, he tries to make his games kind of like shoot them as if they're movies.
Because
so.
if you think about it, it reminds me of the relationship like what Tim Burton has with some of his actors. Like, with Tim Burton
And Johnny
and
Depp.
Johnny Depp, like they'll always do stuff together. But before Johnny Depp, it was Michael Keaton.
Oh, like one Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Exactly.
Robert
Yeah.
De Niro,
So
and
I'm
all
getting that vibe with Kojima and Norman Reedus. So I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. If he did a horror game with Norman Reedus, but he's playing a different character. Wouldn't mind that at all. Because I actually like Norman Reedus. I think he's a cool guy.
Mhm.
What if it's a movie? Really quick. What if it's a movie? I
That'd be
think,
cool.
I think he expressed interest
Yeah.
in making a movie.
I don't know if he could
He
like
has.
direct him. You think he could direct a movie? I don't
Have
know.
you seen Death Stranding, Andrew?
I mean, yeah, but it's just like a movie's like a whole new, like it's just so much. There's so much more time to fill, if that makes
Right.
sense. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
And no
'Cause he's a
disrespect
game
to
designer.
Kojima.
Yeah.
Pacing,
Yeah,
yeah,
good.
movie pacing, and like it's just different. Like I think.
What if it's a
Yeah.
40-hour movie?
40-hour fucking
Dude.
What the-
part
Jesus
part
Christ.
40?
It's a TV show.
Yeah, part 40.
And no disrespect to Kojima, but he can't be doing his Kojima style things when like I'm going to be confused by the whole movie. I'm gonna do video games. I can understand that's a game, but movies, I'm going to be like, huh?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
forget what happened in part 1 if I'm on part 32. Like,
I mean, because when I played Death Stranding, like for the first time, that intro, I don't know if you played it, Manny, or you, Andrew, but like the beginning of that game, I was like, am I watching a movie? Because of like the
Yeah.
opening credits are, I'm like, I'm watching a
I
movie.
mean, Kojima always has like those movie vibes, so maybe.
I mean, he's
But I
inspired
think
by
he would have to
movies.
have somebody. I think he would have to have somebody like you said, like Del Toro, maybe would be
Right,
like
as like a
producer, somebody
filter.
helping him
A
out.
filter.
Yeah, somebody have to. Yeah.
Because
Somebody
like,
be
How-
no,
how-
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, Kojima's like, I want to do this. That's a bad idea, fam.
That is
Yeah.
not a good idea, brother.
Yeah, do not do that. That worked well in the video game. It ain't going to work well in the movie.
It's like,
world.
here's my rough draft. It's like, my dude, this is 500 pages. I know.
So what's the problem?
So what's the problem?
Okay, your point is.
Your point? Well, I'm excited. I'm a fan of his. I love his work. I love Metal Gear. I actually liked Death Stranding, even though some of the gameplay, some missions made me want to rip the hair out of my socket. It was, oof. That's all I gotta say is oof. But in the end, I actually liked that game a lot. The story at least. Gameplay, it's walking, delivering packages. It's fine.
I've had better.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a wild card for me for another game, but this is like a long shot. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. It came out for PS2. Zone of Enders.
Ooh, I know
I remember
some of
that
them.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Kojima style game. Maybe that, but that's like a very long shot.
Yeah, because that's still with Konami, right? They still own the rights.
Yeah, they still own
There's
the
no way in
rights on
hell.
it.
No, there's no way in
Yeah,
hell he'll work with Konami again.
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't blame him, but that's a
Um,
story for another day.
because what I want to happen, this is just a fever dream, to Sony to buy the IP of Metal Gear Solid. You know where I'm going with this. For them to buy the IP, and Kojima still working with Sony. Sony's like, here you go, fam. Here's Metal Gear, and make him make Metal Gear
Yeah.
6.
And so
Holy
Sony just
shit.
Sony just told Kojima, "Do you, boo boo?
Do you Metal Gear 6, baby? Take your damn
That
time.
would be cool. I would love another Metal Gear. That'd be sick.
Or if they could remake Metal Gear Solid 3.
Snake Eater?
No,
Oh,
no,
shit.
I want a new game. I want a new game.
Okay. Well, if somebody can make it, like get Blue Point on it. If they can if they can remake either 1 or 3, 2 would be weird because not a lot.
Two, just no. Uh-huh.
If you make like a remake trilogy, makes sense. But they're long game, but they makes sense.
That's not happening.
Yeah. No, that'll take a long time. But either remake of 1 or 3.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to see a naked Raiden remade again. Okay.
Hey man, some of us enjoy that.
Okay. Are you trying to tell us something there, G?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, it's I think I'm gonna call it a wrap right here. Andrew, it's been really fun having you on again.
Always a pleasure.
Like I
talking about
said,
this stuff.
it's a blast. We love having you here. Every time you join, it's like I said, it's just like old days. Like I come into your department, having a shitty day, you're here, you just brighten up my day. I do.
I remember us just sitting. I remember sometimes I would be there like, God, when I first started working there, I used to have the sales specialists come in at like fucking 5:30 in the morning. And I'd be like, what am I supposed to do? And they're like, I don't know, stock. And I'm like, dude, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not.
I have a life.
And I would just stand at my desk, and then Gian would come over, and we would just literally just waste like an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah, you would just
there.
like, I remember one time you were like, I don't know if you were playing or like researching magic cards. And I'm like, hey, Andrew, what you doing? Oh, magic? Oh, that's for pussies. I'm out of here.
Like, whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! is the better
stock,
game.
that's up to you, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's cooler, bro.
Yeah, or Pokemon, even though I didn't know how to play it.
I don't think anybody did.
No, nobody knew how to play that fucking game. Anyway, fellas, Manny, or do you have anything final to say? Anyone? Do you want a game that people should play, or tell people what game they should play?
No, not really, because I've just been playing Diablo or Mortal Kombat because I'm getting ready for that combat pack too.
Right. When is Reign's not out yet, right? Those new characters aren't out
No,
yet.
they're not out yet. They're coming like in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I know there's a combat catch with Melina happening next. So, boy, that's gonna be a good one.
The link you sent me, I still haven't seen it.
You want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, just tell me. I'm really sorry. I couldn't watch it. I was busy.
Basically, her intro is like NRS telling people, "Hey, we finally put her in the game. We know you wanted her."
Wow.
Because Melina outright says, "Yeah, even in death, a million lost souls still call out for my name."
Wow.
I'm like, damn, that's like them basically telling the fans, "We put her in the damn game."
It's like, shut up, she's in the game.
Now shut the fuck up.
Wow. Well, Andrew, do you have a quick recommendation?
For what? For a game?
Yeah, like any game off the top of your head that people that should play.
Chrono Trigger, dude.
Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger. That's it.
I'm
telling you.
Really quick, I think we were talking about this one of the few times we worked together. I mentioned the game Power Stone, and you like flipped out on me.
That's the Dreamcast special, bro.
Yeah.
You flipped out on me. Power Stone?
That game was next. Dude, I remember it was like a 3D battle arena. Like,
it was,
the first time I've seen that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about Power. Yeah, we were talking about it. I just
that game was fun as hell. I love that game.
Dude, that system had so many good, fun games, but it just, man.
That's a game people have been wanting Capcom to like remake again.
That's what I was saying. Like, yo, you can make that shit so sweet right now, like on next gen. Oh my god.
Imagine that as like a small game, like a budget $20 game. Put it on PSN.
Oh yeah, dude, just even remaster, I would buy.
Yeah, just remaster the Dreamcast game. Yeah. So Chrono Trigger and Power Stone. That's your final answer.
I mean, don't play because then you're gonna have to get a Dreamcast. You don't want to do that.
Don't suffer like Andrew did back
Yeah,
in
but Chrono
1999.
Trigger, that game is one of the few NES games, or not one of the few, but like one of the NES games that holds up the best for me. I think it's just like
I
so
agree.
replayable.
Even
like
though
20 years later.
Yeah, even though I never played it, but it still looks fantastic. Like I said, I played the PS1 version, but I have a lot of respect for that game because obviously, my boy Toriyama designed those characters.
Yeah,
that's what grabbed me. So.
Oh, and I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics too.
Tactics.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
right. You got yourself a copy of it.
Yeah, it's like the greatest hit cover, but hey.
You don't really care about that, do you?
Yeah, I was like, nah. I was like, hey, I just got one of my favorite Final Fantasy games ever again, so.
I remember Tactics Advanced. I remember playing the shit out of that on my Game Boy Advance when I had it. I don't know if you guys ever played that game.
I never played Final Fantasy Tactics, but that's Manny's game. Like every time it's like with you and Power Stone, Andrew. I mentioned Tactics to Manny. Manny would be like, "Huh? Tactics? What?
Tactics?
Who's playing? Who's got it?
Who's
Tactics? Who got Tactics?
Who's got it? Do you need
Let me get some. Let me get some.
Let me get a
Let me
hit.
get some of that. Let me get a hell of that Tactics. Wait, what?
What? Tic Tac? What?
Shut up. It's a Final Fantasy thing. Bye.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see everybody at the next episode.
All right, Andrew.
Yep.
Later.